I was whatever. I'm fixing. I know it's not the best house out there. Obviously, it's like more simple, more like a living house. You know, not like a very good house. Like I guess compared to that house or this one. There, you know, the trailer over there. You know, resembling as a trailer. So here I am. Whatever. Um, so I got some new headsets, right? Because I was using the PlayStation little microphone, but I got a new one from Astroy, I believe. Yeah, and it's the 840. Um, while I'm doing, you know, all this, I'm gonna be hey, I'm gonna be telling more like information about anatomy and philosophy. I don't know how to pronounce the anatomy and the FY whatever the other part, because I am also kind of studying about being here, right? So why not, right? Okay, so I know there's not much, and I know I should buy more things, and I will. But for now, like, I don't know, I don't want to stay in the house yet because it's so empty. It looks so gross. It really does. And like, see, it looks so gross. It really does. And I know it's not the best house out there, but I am trying to like learn how to have like a good house, a very better house. And eventually, I'm gonna move out of this neighborhood because I don't know. It's just. I think I should do that. It's just, you know what? We're moving. Forget it. All this hard work for nothing. Nope. I don't know. I want to move out. I have like, yep. You know what? No, because like if I move out, this is what I was thinking. Eventually, my character Patricia, right, is going to get married with this girl. But first, she's gonna have, you know, woohoo, basically everyone, as she has already, and she's gonna break up with all those boyfriends and girlfriends that she had. But there's gonna be one that like I really liked for her to be with, and he's cute, right? He's a cute sim and stuff. So I'm just gonna keep that guy, and I'm gonna make them woohoo to have a baby, and she's gonna be mad because hello, they're married, right? Why are you cheating on me again? Because she caught her cheating, so we're flirting, but still it's cheating. So that's just me, right? So let's see. It's not the best house out there, like I said. Alright, so let's see. So like I said, I'm going to give a little bit information here and there of anatomy, right? And so there's gonna be 140 something, I believe. 140. I have it right here on front of me. 143. There's more. There's 200. But while I was doing the questions and stuff, like a pre-test, there's 200, but I only took out like the A and B type of questions and multiple choice, and there's only 143. I believe I said yes, 143. So let's see. I'm pretty sure I would never be using these anymore. I'm selling them all. Alright, I can't even sell these, so what's the point of me giving them away? Because if I give them away, it's just, and what if I want it, I just sell it and then like I get money again. That's just not fair, right? It's just stupid. I'm not selling this because this is Nina's. This is Nina, so I'm just gonna keep it for her. She's gonna have her own little area, and it's like, I want to know how to do a very good house. I really do, and I feel like it's an improvement compared to the other one because the other one did not have a roof, but this one does, and it has like 3 stories. 1, 2, 3, yeah, because the top is like the roof is basically the a more bigger balcony and stuff. Oh wow, look, my tia's here. Buenos dias. All right, so one of the questions is, which phase of the menstrual cycle is one associated with the menstrual cramps, right? All right, so which phase of the menstrual cycle is one associated with menstrual cramps? I have the answers in front of me as well. I don't think I'm gonna be. Yeah, there you go. All right. Hold up. Okay. Shoot. Alright, so which phase of the menstrual cycle is one associated with the menstrual cramps? Which phase of the menstrual cycle is associated with... Okay, so, alright. I had to repeat it because I like sometimes like when I read something I don't really understand it completely. So, let's see. Okay, now I get it, right? So basically it's when females, right, have cramps. There's this it's a phase that's called like that, right? And so so basically it's called a premenstrual. Do I know why? No. Should I know? Yes. But for this very moment, I'm just trying to memorize them for that because I'm having my finals the 2nd of December. So, so which phase of the menstrual cycle is associated with menstrual cramps? The premenstrual. So I guess when you have cramps, okay, so basically, for me, for example, for when I had my menstrual cycle of this month, and I should have wrote it down, I forgot to, sorry, but for the first day, no, the first or second day, I woke up with heavy cramps, so that would be the premenstrual cycle. Yes. And I woke up like at 1 or 12:30, and I went back like I went back to sleep like at like an hour later, so 1:30, like at 2 or so. So premenstrual cycle. I want Windows. Excuse me, I'm so sorry I burped. Alright. Stop it. It's so gross. I don't like it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Whether an orgasm will be genetically male or female, it determines by. All right. So, for those who that did not know, that do not know, when the males are actually not usually are the one who determines if the female will receive a male or a female child. So basically the sperm has is determination of either it's going to be a girl or a boy. And X is for females and Y is for males. Females, like we who is receiving the sperm, we're X's. We're X's, and the males have both. Do I know why? I don't know why, but they just do, right? To just to determine what is what, right? Bringing this down here. Um, alright, so alright, let's put that there. Okay. Alright, so yeah. So whether an organism will be genetically male or female is determined by the sperm. Right, okay. So which of the following hormones directly stimulates the development of male secondary sex characteristics? Which of the following hormones directly stimulates the development of male secondary sex characteristics? So basically, right? It's the testosterone, right? If you knew it or not, right? I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, why? Like, hello, it's like kind of obvious, right? So, alright. So, what are the secondary characteristics, right? The secondary sex characteristics. So basically, it's the deepening of the voice, acne. What else? Deepening of the voice, acne. Oh, facial hair. That's one of them as well. Another one would be, I think it's acne, facial hair, oh, more muscle tone, I believe. I mean, yeah, you know, it depends, obviously, but that's basically the gist of it, I guess I could say. Alright, I wanted Nina to have a little rose right there. And I know my character had these books because she likes them. And Nina has this one. I'll fix that for a second. Okay, okay, yeah, so acne, facial, face, muscles, you know, more muscle tone, more, yeah, and I think that's it, I believe. Alright, so the blank is the site of sperm maturation and storage. So there's this thing, right, that, alright, so the test, right, there's a testy, right, and on top of the testy is this little thing called the epididymis. The epididymis is where the sperm mature and is being stored until the little until it ejaculate. There you go, ejaculate. Um, so that's that. So let me repeat what I just read, right? So which phase of the menstrual cycle is one associated with the menstrual cramps? And that will be the premenstrual. The premenstrual is when basically the females are having cramps, right? Okay. Whether an organism is being genetically male or female is determined by the sperm, because the sperm has the X and Y chromosomes, I believe it's called. I believe so. And the X's are for the females, and the Y is for the males. Which of the following hormones directly stimulates the development of the male secondary sex characteristic? And that would be the testosterone. And the last one that I just read, like before, whatever. The epididymis, I should say, the epididymis is the site of sperm maturation and storage. Alright, so the pre-menstruation is when you're having cramps, when females are having cramps, I should say. The sperm determines genetically male or female. Testosterone is a hormone that develops the male secondary sex characteristics, and the epididymis is the site of sperm maturation and storage. Okay. Okay, so alright, so the next four that I'm going to give, right? Whatever. The organism emission phase of the male sexual response is stimulated by the orgasm. The orgasm emission phase of the male sexual response is stimulated by the efferent sympathetic signals from the lumbar region of the spinal cord. Alright. So the orgasm emission phase of the male sexual response is stimulated by efferent sympathetic signals from the lumbar region of the spinal cord. Which of the following statement regarding the differentiation of the male and female external genitalia is correct? Which of the following statement regarding the differentiation of the male and female external genitalia is correct? The genital folds may develop into either the labia minora or the urethral enclosure. So the females has the labia minora, which I believe is, it's the lips area. I don't know if it's the, like, I guess the actual lips. Hey, mama. Hey. Hey. It's little puppy. Hey, Gabriela. Hey. Hey, mama. Alright, so either the little, the little flappies or the outer area of the lips, right? Alright, and the urethral enclosure, I don't know what that is. I know the urethra, well, the explanation, it has an explanation, and that is by the end of the 6 weeks, the embryo has the genitalia tubercle, urogenital folds, and lambioscrotal folds. In the female, the three structures just listed become the clitoral glands, labia minora, and labia majora. Yeah, okay. So now I get it. Okay, the labia minora is the outside, right? It's like, I don't know how to explain it. So, you know how, okay, we already know how a vagina looks like. So, I'm cupping my hands right now, right? I'm cupping it like into like a diamond shape type of thing. And then there's this other little triangle, right? So the bigger triangle is the labia majora, and the little triangle inside the big triangle is the labia minora, right? And then, like, there's the three holes, well, the holes and all that stuff, the entering the vagina process, something like that, and then there's the urethral process, something as well, and then there's the clitoris on top, and then the anal at the bottom. But that's kind of like whatever. Okay, kind of, I believe. Alright, so respectively, in the male, the genital tubercle elongates to form the phallus. The orogenital folds fuse to enclose the urethra, joining the phallus to form the penis, and the lambioscrotal folds fuse to form the scrotum, a sac that will later contain the testes. And a side note, when the embryo, when the child or whatever is developing and it's getting its reproductive system, for the males there's this little thing, right? It's like a little, like, I don't know how it's called. I know it starts with a G. It pulls down the the testes is all the way at the top, right? But it pulls down the testes to the scrotum, and then and it, like, basically, like, kind of stitches itself into the scrotum for that it doesn't have to go back up. The reason why, if there's there are people who maybe are born males but are they think that it's a female because of how their sexual area looks like. If it may seem like a girl, but it's actually not, because of guy, and the eggs, testes are inside them, and it shouldn't be inside them. It should be hanging down, and it should be like in a certain degree because it could hurt, you know, the test that he hurt the eggs. Well, not the eggs, sorry, the sperms. So that's that, right? What is the cessation of menstruation referred to as? What is the cessation of menstruation referred to as? And that would be menopause. Dude, you know what? No. Okay, sorry, I'm just thinking about this game right now, at this very moment, and I'm like, I don't want to continue. Like, I want to continue, but if I continue, I'm gonna leave the house eventually. We have barbecue. Excuse me. I don't know if you heard my little bird. Alright. Alright, so that's that, right? Okay, what is the cessation of the menstruation referred to as? Menopause. Heart rate, blood pressure, and respiratory rate peak during the climax or orgasm. So that's a little fact for you guys, right? So let's reread what I just read. Not the whole thing. Okay, yeah. Let's reread what I just read. The first new form. The orgasm emission phase of the male sexual response is stimulated by I'm trying to memorize it. So effort sympathetic signals from the lumbar region of the spinal cord. Which of the following statement regarding the differentiation of male and female external genitalia is correct? The urogenital folds may develop into either the labia minora or the urethral enclosure. What is the cessation of the menstruation referred to as? Menopause. Heart rate, blood pressure, and respiratory rate peak during the climax or orgasm. Actually, wait. I would like to have. I would like to have tea. Too much pink, right? So yeah, so the orgasm emission phase of the male sexual response is stimulated by the efferent sympathetic signals from the lumbar region of the spinal cord. The efferent sympathetic signals So I guess, okay, so efferent sympathetic signals from the lumbar region of the spinal cord. So the lumbar region has like a, I think there's only like, I want to say 6, but I know there's not 6. But I know where it is, somewhere around here. Well, I know you can't see me touching it, but I'm touching my lumbar region. Some of them I know I'm touching like more like a little bit more of the others. Okay, so which of the following statement regarding the differentiation of the male and female external genitalia is correct? The urogenitalia folds may develop into either the labia, lemora, or the urethral explosion. Okay. I'm gonna talk to my aunt. Tía, ¿qué hiciste hoy? ¿Dónde fuiste? ¿Por qué? She ignored me. Can't believe she ignored me. ¿Por qué? Porque quiero saber. Alright, so they get white. Where are we gonna put it though? Right here. And then we need a mirror there. Because why not, right? Can I put this bigger? So I can't, but what? No. Alright, so let's see. Okay, whatever. Leaving it how it is. Alright, so alright. So that's so oh wait. Well, there I have to find 22. Okay, found it. Alright. So here's something, right? Which of the following statement is true regarding the male and female sexual responses? Unlike the male, the female sexual response does not include a refractory period, making multiple orgasms possible. I found out we have got for females, you know, obviously, you know how we get wet and stuff like that. We get that gap because you know, we get excited and stuff because, you know, whatever the situation and stuff. But So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so like we have glands. Females have glands, right? And that's actually the thing that make us, you know, go squirting, right? There was like in my class, you know, they talked about it and stuff, and they thought, one of the girls thought that it was like urine. I personally knew it wasn't urine, but I didn't know what it was. But I found out that it was like we have glands, right? You know, whatever, and like outside, like insects, as you can see. But that's how, you know, we have, you know, we squirt stuff, because we have like type of glands that doesn't, you know, it's not like males, you know, like they could just, you know, orgasm, you know, like just do it once. Well, you know, I guess some like some could do it twice, but it's gonna be like it's not gonna be sperm, I believe. It's gonna be like another type of substance. Another statement that is true regarding the male and female sexual responses is that the male reproductive system has an erectile tissue and female does not. The erectile tissue is basically when, you know, when guys get hard. Sculptures? Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Excuse me. Okay, so one there. One here. One there. Oh, you took that spot, didn't you? I can't put you here. I need you here. One here. And one right here. Right now, right? Should I do the same thing right here? One here. Yeah, I'm gonna move that one there. Move it. Okay, and this one. I'll move it. Oh, I could. Okay. get some of, yeah, that's that. Um, Alright, another following statement is true regarding to the male and female sexual responses is vasoconstriction, which is the constriction of the blood vessel which increases blood pressure, is a component of both female and male sexual response. An explanation. There are many similarities in the male and female sexual response. However, there are also many differences, although vasoconstriction works by the same mechanism in both sexes. Its effects are quite different in females. The lower end of the vagina constricts to form a narrow passage called the orgasmic platform, owing partly to vasoconstriction of the vestibular bulbs not present in males. So the vestibular bulbs is not present in males. We call that the penis and the clitoris are homologous structures. Both have a pair of corpora cavernosa with deep arteries and become engorged by the same mechanism. The glands and shaft of the clitoris swell to 2 or 3 times their unstimulated size during female orgasm, and parauretral glands, homologous to the prostate, sometimes expel copious fluid similar to prostatic fluid, female ejaculation. Unlike men, women do not have a refractory period and may quickly experience additional orgasm. So next time when you're having sexual intercourse, I would like ask your partner, like, hey, because it's pretty hard for females to look at their clitoris and all that stuff. So look at it and determine or whatever, and see like if it actually does if it actually is swell. So yeah. I know I should put something here, but you know what? Oh, I'm missing stuff here. Put this back. We didn't finish with this, right? Put this back here. As I can. Let her finish that. Okay, what else? I'm hungry. I really am. Yeah, that one's... I think it's done. I don't know, it's not done. Alright, this is Nina's stuff, so... I'll leave it there. This is her stuff, and enlarge that. There we go. Alright, so, what was I reading? Okay, yeah. Alright, so in which structure does fertilization usually occur? I think this is what everyone should already know. But if you don't know, it's actually the uterine tube or the fallopian tube or the oviduct. So there's three terms that you could call it. Fallopian tubes, which is everyone already know. Uterine tube or oviducts. Alright? Remember that. Remember that. There's three new other things that you just learned. You know what? I want the house to be on. Not that great, but whatever, you know what? I really don't care anymore. I'll fix it eventually, but you know what? Oh man, I ruined it. Fine, I'll just do it again. Oh no, why not this one? This is staying like this. I can't figure out how to take it out. Yeah, let's just leave it like that. Alright. So, alright. So the gene that codes the testes determining factor, or TDF, testes determining factor, is found in or on the Y chromosome. That is, you know, like I said, and um, the Y chromosome is basically where where that determines males, right? And so that's why the test determining factors is there. Okay, sorry. Um, what are they supposed to do? Oh, she needs one more gold date. 14 hours. It's complete. Inspired. Um.
Kipluna. Clevite, Boris.
Okay. Whatever. Um. It's not a great house, but it's something, right? Better than how it was before. Mm. Come here. Mm-hmm. Inspired. Oh, wait, right. So why not use the good need toilet?
Wadida.
Yes, I know.
Oh.
Take a thoughtful shower.
Da 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 da. Misako Shazu.
And then you could
Yibs.
write
Kasoma
a cookbook.
Balanila. Misako.
Oh. You need to use the restroom now. What are you embarrassed for?
Oh, slip home. Oh.
Got red-handed? Take the cake and eat it too. This is a cooking skill book. Why not? Whatever.
Doniba, Shorg, Parsafe, Yabo. Oh.
Okay, you need help. Come here. Take a bubble bath. All right. So, all right. So, like I said, the gene that codes for testing determining factor is found in or on the Y chromosome. What structure leads from each ovary to the uterus? Oh, okay. I get it now. All right. Oh, actually, me too. She needs to talk to someone. I'm gonna let her sit there for a while. Okay. So, alright, so the answer, what structure leads from the ovary to the uterus? It's the fallopian tube, the uterine tube, or the oviducts. You call it either one of those things. Okay. Oh yeah, she hasn't even finished this. Okay. Alright, so consider the clinical scenario. Semen is very low in volume and the sperm cells have difficulty with motility because there isn't enough of an energy supply to power their flagella. Which of the following accessory glands of male reproduction may be malfunctioning? Consider the clinical scenario. Semen is very low in volume and the sperm cells have difficulty and motility because there isn't enough of an energy supply to power the flagella. Which of the following accessory gland? Oh, right. Now she's going down. Right here. No, you.
Boy.
Okay. Which of the following accessory glands of the male reproduction may be malfunctioning? The seminal vessel, the prostate, and the thymus gland. Explanation. Each seminal vessel has a secretory portion that is very convoluted, duct with numerous branches that form a complex labyrinth.
Boy Yarba.
Fuma.
So big gorf.
Burbo.
Abgor. Ugh.
Yip Snodzy. The tour. Goblanoosh. Ah, Yibs.
Rebna.
Ah.
Kalibna Brek. Waba. Trinkana soup.
Banayif. Sneebs. So.
Ah.
horrid. Borpno.
Doyum! Oh,
Yips.
ooh. Reva. Oh. Bugoda.
Lustige. Garthura.
Imba.
Ne spinocum. Fene
Speedy.
finoscum.
Each female vessel has
Yanabi
a portion that is
lame.
convoluted duct and numerous branches that form a thick
So,
thread. The duct empties into the exactly duct.
Gabanoosh.
The yellowish
Yibs.
secretion of the
Ah,
seminal
yibs.
vessels constitutes about 60% of the semen. The seminal vessels also frost to contribute frost
Me
and carbohydrates to help the
Proiveric.
sperm mitochondria produce ATP.
Malinee!
Ah, so.
Dag dag.
Ah, so.
Ah, Sam Soldier Noi.
Neebs. Target Bay.
No, I've been.
Rimpa.
Stevie.
So.
Hurry, shoob.
Nativa
Rogaba.
Nunkim. Zapafuba.
So.
Chilo Zabor. Inarb.
Fanaya.
Bounda. Pafuni Du.
Aha.
Sasuna.
Yipsnanti. Pator.
Kinlu. Madish.
Stule. Abernor Fene Spanu Letame.
Oh, Sugar got crushed by a car. Okay. Let's see what you need to do while you're walking. You're hungry.
Oh, Lemnita. Oh.
Okay. So, alright, I'm gonna reread what I just read, right? So, what response of the following statement is true regarding to the male and female sexual responses? So there's 3. Unlike the male, the female sexual response does not include a refractory period, making multiple orgasms possible. 2. Male reproductive system has erectile tissue and the female does not. And 3. Vagal conjunction is component of both male and female sexual response.
Uh-huh.
Pator. Dobie.
Yalig. Moobna. Wabarani Charib.
Um,
Zabri Skithara. Wabarani Zimze. Bayumi.
Vasoconstriction is a component of both male and female sexual response. So basically, vasoconstriction is the constriction of blood vessels which increases blood pressure. Explanation. There are many similarities in male and female sexual responses. However, there are also many differences. Oh.
Yabasane. Uh-huh. Gushal. Tribna
Um,
Benev.
Although
Gelma
vasoconstriction works by the same
Sensei
mechanism in both
Kinniku.
sexes, its
Swarspa.
effects are
Takara.
quite different in female.
Pardu
The lower
Skidna.
end of the vagina contraction
Flashes
to
of
form a narrow passage called the orgasmic platform, owing partly to vasoconstriction of the vestibular bulbs, not present in male. Recall that the penis, clitoris, and homologous structure both have a pair of corpora
Narfa yes
cavernosa with deep arteries and become engorged by the same mechanism. The glands and shaft of the clitoris swell to 2 or 3 times the unstimulated size. During female orgasm, the paraurethral glands, homologous to the prostate, sometimes expel copious fluid similar to prostate fluid, female ejaculation. Unlike men, women do not have refractory period and may quickly experience additional orgasm.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, Bisha.
Uchima go
Roba.
larga slonkim.
Griha.
Yeah, before. Yo, zip. Khalifa. Oh.
The gene that codes for the Tessie determining factor, TDF, is found in or on the Y chromosome. The structure leads from the ovary to the uterus is uterine tube. Consider the clinical scenario. Semen is very low in volume and the sperm cells have difficulty in motility because there isn't enough of an energy supply to power their flagella. Which of the following accessory glands of the male reproduction may be malfunctioning? The seminal vessel, prostate, and thymus gland. Explanation. Each seminal vessel has a secretory portion that is very convoluted duct with numerous branches that form a complex labyrinth. The duct empties into the ejaculatory duct. The yellowish secretion of the seminal vessels constitutes about 60% of the semen. The seminal vessels also contribute fructose and carbohydrates to help the sperm mitochondria produce ATP.
Oh, Zilnoi.
In 2 hours, yeah. Let her sleep for 2 hours. An hour and a half, I should say. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna do something real quick. And I'll continue this little lessons. So, you might still hear backgrounds and stuff. Yeah. Mira, tu papi te arregló anoche la cama, fíjate. ¿No te das cuenta? No. No, hombre. No tengo vergüenza por eso. ¿Para qué? Perdón, pero yo iba a hacerlo cuando yo iba a venir. Él no lo tenía que hacer. Él lo hizo, él lo hecho porque él quería. Yo no sé la cama. I am back. Alright, so I don't know if you heard the little discussion my aunt and I were having, but we were talking about my dad, that he fixed my bed last night, and it's late at night, so like what's the point of fixing my bed, right? But he did it anyway, which I'm glad he did, but at the same time I thought he was joking, but at the same time like it's like okay, whatever. I don't really. Oh, she's late, right? Yeah, no, she's not that late. Okay. Let's see what Nina's doing. No, you're not going to sleep. You're going to use the restroom.
Subao. Yeah, but Subao.
There we go. I'm not letting people use my this restroom. Okay, so yeah, so we were just talking about that, and she was like, I should be embarrassed, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna be embarrassed for what he did. Like, I didn't ask him to do it. He did it. It was already late at night, so what's the point of me being like, no, I don't like. I fix my bed whenever I want to, not, whatever. So yeah, that was the little discussion that we were having. So continuing from, I should be okay, whatever. I don't care. She's almost coming. Are you being promoted? Yes, you are. Good.
Oh.
Alright, so you're going to use the yeah,
Sanaya.
the restroom. And you're gonna take a steamy shower because why not? Alright, let's see. Alright, Patricia has been promoted to executive chef. She will now make an additional 122 per hour and a grand total of 253 per hour. She has received the following bonus: 1,959 simoleons. Excuse me. Her next shift is Friday 5 p.m. which is what? Alright, so let's see what she has to do. 15 hours. Alright, so cook cupcakes, right? Would that still work? Oh, and what? Oh. She has to be inspired. I don't know if you see that, but she's getting fat again. She's getting like thick. Whatever you wanna, like, I don't know. Same thing for me. Fat, thick. It's the same thing, right? Cause like, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yes, it still works, so why not? Oh, I love chocolate. I really do love chocolate. Alright, so then you're gonna come down here. Alright. Open. And 12 hours and 2 days, 2 days. Alright, so yeah. We need more food. So no gourmet food. Alright, so what do the Lutinian cells develop from? So, since I'm here, right, I'm actually next to my laptop now, because it was on my bed. And are you gonna get one? You're not getting that one. You're not. Here, grab a serving. Alright, so, Luthian cell. Let's see how this looks like. The follicular deca cells. Alright, that's nice. Lutein cells, deca lutein cells, lies peripheral to the granulosula LC.